Ladies and gentlemen, your boy Heat here. It is Wednesday, the 10th of January, believe it or not. Already double digits into the year 2024. And today we are looking at updates. Yep, it's Wednesday, update day for old school RuneScape. Let's see what we got. I've played a little bit today on stream, but I have only heard and looked at a couple things. I know about the new quest. They got rid of some they got rid of current favor. Let's just run through it real quick, and also we'll check out the part 1 reward changes real quick. Thank you all for the support. I love each and every one of you guys for watching. If you enjoy the video, drop a like. If you're not subbed, please do. Trying to hit 1K YouTube subs this year. I'd appreciate it. And hey, maybe look in the description for the Twitch channel and the Discord channel. I could be live right now as you're watching this video. I appreciate every single one of you that are watching this video live right now in the chat. You guys are awesome. Let's get to it. Children of the Sun, new year, the first update of the new year. We all hope you had a jolly, holly jolly time over the festive season. We've missed you. Adjusting the volume ever so slightly, even though it's a brilliant song. Now, as the new year dawns, we bet you can't wait to see what's in store for 2024. We'll wait no longer, because today marks the launch of a new quest which will introduce the Varlamore storyline and prepare you to explore the Shining Kingdom as soon as it launches. Exciting stuff. Oh my god. Very, very exciting. Truly exciting. Oh, I'm so excited. Here we go. Children of the Sun begins on the familiar streets of Varrock, where a delegation from Varlamore has arrived to sign a treaty with the rulers of Mistland. It's a day of celebration, but something's amiss. You better find out what's going on. So, I heard it's a short quest. It's just a small introduction to what's to come, and we are going to bang that out right after we go through all these updates. All right? So here we go. Quest requirements and rewards. Speak to citizens in Varrock Square to start your investigation. Members only. 1 quest point. And access to Varlamore. Wait, is Varlamore on the map? Like, we can go to Varlamore? Please note, this reward will be unlocked when Part 1 Varlamore releases later this year. Oh, completing the quest now, however, means that you'll be able to hop in and explore on day 1. Very important to get this done if you want to go through the Varlamore gates on day 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Korean changes. Don't know why I had an accent there. But furthermore. Now, oh wait, well, I'm getting tongue-tied. Let's move a little further north now, where we've been busy shaking things up in the Kingdom of Kourend. For a detailed breakdown of what's changed, check out the original poll blog. Meanwhile, here are the highlights of this week's update. The Kourend favor system has been fully removed. This includes the favor interface, side panel reward interface, and UI overlay, the ability to earn favor, including favor reward scrolls, and the Architectural Alliance mini quest. Boom. Get rid of them. Gone. This is a good change. Peace. I'm happy. Happy. Very happy about this. Transport within Kourend has been significantly improved. Minecarts no longer need unlocking and no longer have requirements. For the low price of 20 GP, down from 50 GP. Wow, that's a huge 30 GP difference, chat. That's crazy, everybody. That's huge. You can ride the rails all across the kingdom, but you still unlock the ability to use the minecarts for free, but this will now be locked behind the Forsaken Tower quest, and any players who previously purchased the unlock will be refunded. That's pretty big. What is it? A couple mil for the refund? Or for the unlock previously? I don't know. I don't think I had it on the account, but anyway. New minecart stations have been added to Kingstown, the Farming Guild, Kourend Woodland, and Wintertot in the Wintertot camp, the Shazian Wall, and near the Tithe Farm. That's a lot. Wait, I gotta check that out on the map. Wait, what? Can I see the rails? Wait, what minecarts? Wait, they said something about Kingstown. Where is there Varlamore? I don't know. Alright, well, I can't see it, but that's pretty cool. Not that I use the minecarts. We, men of culture, use Xeric's talismans and Cadrus memoirs to get around. Kourend. Anywho. Charter ships have been added to Port Piscarilius and Land's End. That's sick, actually. Charter ships to Port Piscarilius and Land's End. That's actually so cool. Low-key. It sounds small, but that's big for, like, world building, I think. For sure. If you already paid the fee, Speak to the nearby NPC to reclaim your GP. I don't know. I think they're talking about this thing before. I don't think I have to do that. We also add an extra fairy ring near the Hosidius Finery. That's sick. Wait, that's big. Where? Is it this thing? Is it here? What is it? The Karen Castle teleport has been improved. The teleport is now unlocked by completing Client of Karen instead of through the library activity. The magic requirement has been reduced from 69 to 48. The runes needed for the spell have changed to 2 law, 1 fire, and 1 water. And they added the ability to craft teleport tablets for the spell in your POH. Cool. Improved CAD rest memoirs, yo. The maximum number of charges has been increased from 8 per page to 20 per page. 100 in total. Completing a Kingdom Divided and obtaining the Book of the Dead will grant 150 charges rather than an extra 20 for a total of 250 charges. Yo. Thank God. I was getting sick of having to run all the way to this Karen Windlet, and then you have to run up to the statue right here next to the Ruby Harvests to recharge it. Oh, that's so nice. The spellbook interface orders spells by magic level, and while we offer the ability to filter spells, we don't currently offer any way of changing the order. With the magic requirement for the Karen teleport going down, it will change the position in the spellbook, causing other spells to move as well. Here's an image showing the before and after. Yeah, okay. Alright. Over the last week, sending out a year in review. What is a year in review? Why is the email only? None of this matters to me. Saying goodbye to leagues, spy leagues. Other changes? Dude, they made it so there's... I already noticed this. I noticed this the first time I teleported it to my house today. The engine update brings improved loading times to the POH. Now, it doesn't matter the size of your house. They all teleport the same speed. Teleport option on the Slayer Ring. Now refer to the cave near Relica as the Fremnik Slayer Dungeon for consistency. Okay, small. Play can now be softened with water from vials. Cool. The level up... That's actually pretty big, right? Because you can insta-fill vials of water and then... I don't know. For non-special attack animations on the Soul Reaper axe, no longer shall the no longer stall the attacker's movement. Okay. Merch. PvP rotation. All right. Well, that's a small little update. I mean, there's so many things here. Honestly, this is sick. Really, really big. Really, really big. And now moving on to the changes to Varlamore. Back in November 2023. Well, wait, let's talk about this more. It seems like Jagex is doing a great job of hopefully starting off the year. They're doing a really good job of like pushing new content while also fixing old things. This is a combination that I love. It's like a fix up. It's like a fix. It's an update that's like fixing a bunch of things, but they're also like adding a bunch of things too. And it's like a pretty, though we blew through it, it's pretty chunky and there's a lot there. I really, really like that. I've been loving the teleport to the house thing. That's already been great. The Cadrus memoir is also great. They're starting to round up Karen, and of course introduction of Varlamore. I couldn't be more excited about. So yeah, let's hear what they're. Speaking of which, let's get into it. Back in November 2023, we shared Polbog, which included rewards for the upcoming Fortis Coliseum in Perilous. Okay. Perilous Moon's activities. I had a little moment there. With the first batch of Varlamore content right around the corner, we're receiving some of those rewards. We're reviewing some of those rewards. Man, come on. Everything past the poll. We feel there's still room for small improvements accordingly. We want to present you the opportunity to vote these improvements into the game. The Glaive of Ralos. The Glaive of Ralos is a thrown weapon that when charged... Okay, let's just see the question, okay? Question 1. Should we adjust the Glaive of Ralos as described in the blog? This means increasing its range strength from 45 to 55, a plus 10 range strength, and clamping its damage at 75% of your max hit up from 50. That sounds that is a With this amount, reporters you change the glaive. Now rolls between 0 and 75% of your max set. Well as boost it. In tandem, these changes the glaive. The glaive rouses a throw of a wind charge deals 2 attack. Each which deals 0 to, oh, so, I mean, that's a fat buff as far as I'm aware. Sure, throw it in. Power creep's okay. You know, if done right, power creep is natural. All right, I don't like this misconception that we're not allowed to have power creep. I don't know where I saw, I think it might have been Reddit that I saw a picture of like the last best in slot items that were introduced into the game. And it was like the Inferno Cape and then Desert Treasure 2. It was like the first, it was like the one after that. The most recent one. Desert Treasure 2 was the most recent, and then before that it was like the Inferno Cape back in 2018. Insane. Especially considering like how small of a buff the Desert Treasure 2 rings really are. So Jax has been doing like a good job of like mitigating power creep, but they've almost like been like ignoring it altogether and like trying to go around it. So honestly, screw it. Buff it. Make it like a highly sought after weapon, or at least somewhat sought after. Give it niches. All right. Next, moving on. Echo Crystals. If all the maths didn't make you recoil, okay, moving on. Should we allow Echo Crystals to be used on the Tox wall? On the Toxic Zil, which is the Toxic Shield. Toxic Shield. The Malediction Ward, Odium Ward, and Odium Ward instead of the Guardian Boots. Combining Echo Crystals with your shields would add a 3x3 AoE recoil effect, consuming a charge for each recoil activation, and add +2 prayer bonus. Whoa. So they say some people point out that boots aren't necessarily the most intuitive item to stick a recoil effect on. We reckon the Toxic Zil and its ugly stepsisters are a perfect fit for Echo Crystals. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? That sounds... Let me know what you guys think. I actually love this idea. I don't know how valid it's gonna be for these weapons, but I guess for like mid-game? Huh. I did not expect that from this. To be clear, if these changes passes, the pull Echo Crystals will no longer be used to upgrade Guardian Boots, just the 3 shields. Okay. That's got my brain a little racked. I'm not gonna lie. It makes sense not to put them on Guardian Boots, I agree. But in turn to put them on these 3 shields, like... why these 3 shields? Why? I don't know. Moving on. Sunfire Runes. Let me know what you guys think. Pretty sure all the gear is targeted towards mid-game players. Visionary Dragon, straight from the chat, live. And I like that. Yeah, it looks like they're going for a mid-game route. But doesn't the glaive seem super strong? Am I trolling? Is 55 strength just low? 75 range requirement seems high. That's right in between... below the Bofa, okay. So yeah, mid for sure. Attack rate 6 ticks, 7. I don't know what 7-6 means. Is that the tick there? I don't know. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to the Sunfire Runes. That's interesting. I like to see where that's going to go in the polls. People might like the direction they're going, but they might not totally agree with the placement still of the recoil effects. We'll see. We're taking a brief break from poll questions, clarify a few points about Sunfire Runes. Powerful spells, catalysts are made from Sunfire dust found within Fortis Coliseum and can be used to imbue your fire spells with concentrated power of the sun. Again, this would pass the poll with flying colors, but we felt that these awesome items could be better integrated with both Varlamore and the art of runecraft. The first change we've made is to rename Sunfire Dust to Sunfire Splinters. You'll combine this with Rune Essence, Pure Daylight to taste, and regular fire runes at the new Sunfire altar found in Varlamore. The Sunfire... Oh, or to taste. Oh, I see. Like... To taste him? I'm like, to taste him? But the Sunfire altar is visually distinct from the rune altars you're used to and reflects the unique way Varlamorians and players alike will interact with it. Lastly, the number of Sunfire runes crafted per essence will now scale with your runecraft level in much the same ways as crafting multiple runes at once currently does. We'll be implementing similar upgrades to other runes in the future. Varlamore batches, adding minimum hits to standard spells is a reward space we were keen to explore further, especially consider Project Rebalance. Okay, so they're trying to make the use of regular spells, like being on the regular spell book and using those spells for like damage and stuff. They're trying to like bring something to buff them instead of just flat buffing them. They're like trying to bring something that will buff them, which is interesting. An interesting route for sure. We will definitely stay tuned. No questions there. Here we go. Back to the polls. The Bladed Mood. The Bladed Mood was initially pitched as an untradeable offhand weapon with a hefty buff to slash accuracy in exchange for poor defensive capabilities and a lower strength bonus than the Dragon Defender. Unfortunately, due to concerns about the impact this reward would have on Osmund's Fang and Scythe of Vitter, we decided to pull it from the poll with a promise to repull it at a later date. That later date is today. Now that we've published the Project Rebalance blog, our intentions for both Osmund's Fang and the Scythe of Vitor are clear. We'd like to jog your memories regarding the Bladed Moon and tell you about an exciting new change which we hope will make it more appealing. Our goal with the Bladed Moon was to create an offhand suitable for mid-game players. Our target audience for the Perilous Moon's activity. Dude, Perilous just looks like it's spelt wrong, I swear. It's an upgrade to the Dragon Defender in certain scenarios, and also fills a gap between Dragon and Avernic Defenders, or between Blade of Saeldor and Scythe of Vitter. One of our most common questions we saw last year is why isn't this a crush boosting weapon, which is a valid point to make. Ultimately, crush accuracy is best paired with the Dragon Warhammer and the Inquisitor's Mace, which see more use at high levels rather than middle ones. For that reason, we don't think it's the right fit for the Bladed Moon. But if you bring it down, to crush, it could bring you could bring crush weapons to mid game if they did that. You know what I mean? They can change the meta. They can shift it. Just because mid-level players don't currently use crush doesn't mean they can't in the future, you know? That's just my 2 cents real quick. We also saw concerns about where the Bladed Moon would fit into the meta. Currently, the most powerful slash weapons is the two-handed Scythe of Vitter, and since it's two-handed, it can't possibly be used with the offhanded Bladed Moon. This neatly confines this word to players who don't yet have the Scythe. Yeah, that seems like a... I don't love the way they're doing that. I see what they're going for. I don't love how they're like, kind of like... They're like, oh, well, we're going to force it to be mid-game because mid-game players don't use Scythe. Only end-game players use Scythe. And now end-game players can't literally use this... Well, you know what I mean? We still can. We'll still use it with, like, the other weapons, but, like... Where are they going with this? But you know what they might have? The good old Blade of Saeldor, which has historically underperformed against weapons of similar tier in other combat styles. I'm down for a Saeldor buff. I'm down for a Salad Blade buff. Don't get me wrong. Let's see what they're saying. It also shines with the whip. Becomes a worthwhile gold for any mid-tier adventurer. Isn't ready requisite millions to get their hands on. So they're trying to say now you can go Blade of Saeldor in the Bladed Moon instead of the Scythe. Okay. Like, all right, sure. This is coming from a guy who's not a mid-level player, so I don't know. I think they could just make it be good on Crush. Then people would get like the Bludgeon's two-handed. Sadly, Mace. I see. Bringing it to Crush wouldn't necessarily fix it, huh? No, I mean, yeah. Well, let's continue. With that in mind, we've lowered the Bladed Moon's strength bonus from 5 to 4, which means that the Avernic Defender's whopping +8 should almost always result in better max hit. To reiterate, slash accuracy in an offhand isn't especially desirable in existing high-level metas, so the Bladed Moon is unlikely to devalue your hard-earned endgame upgrade. I feel like this thing's going to be literally worth dirt. Is this... Oh, wait, it's supposed to be untradeable. Okay, well, that makes sense then. So it's like the Karis. It's going to be like the Karis gems from TOA. You know, like the Karis is like the quest item that's like pretty good for mid-levels for like doing TOA, and the gems from TOA really help that. Bladed Moon's going to really help. Is going to like fit that untradeable weapon. Probably, I don't know. I guess, in a way. Next song. When you combine all this with Project Rebalance changes, include changes to the Fang slash potency, the prevalence of the defense reduction in endgame, and our intent to develop low defense bosses where the Scythe of Vitor can shine. The Blade Moon suddenly has much more potential. No, they're right. I'm gonna let them cook. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta let them cook. All right, guys. You understand what I'm saying here? We believe it's just right for mid-level players without reliable access to defense reduction methods. And thanks to these changes, it won't shake things up for players who are already facing greater foes. True. Here are the updated stats, and here's the question. Shall we add the Bladed Moon as an untradeable reward from Perilous Moons, as described in the blog? Yeah, I mean, I'm for that. As a small extra for this poll, we included a question to include Mod Ash's rune pouch changes as stated in the most recent game jam. Oh, should we add the option to freely interchange runes? The runes in your rune pouch while the bank menu is open. This will include 4 loadout options for you to customize. This is an easy yes. This is so hot. What a nice quality of life. Give me rune pouch loadouts. Yes. Can't wait to explore Varlamore with you, and we hope that this mini poll addresses some of those lingering questions about the rewards. Poll booths will be open for voting very soon. Wow. Once again, I mean, banging update today. This was the cherry on top. I really already loved this blog post that we first checked out. The Children of the Sun and all these QOL things. Very awesome. Great stuff from Jagex. And then right here, boom, the sugar on the cherry on top of the frosting on the cake. The reward changes. I like it. I like the direction they're going for mid-level, like we mentioned. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Let me know what you guys think about it. Wednesdays are always great. Update days are awesome. I'm gonna go bang out this quest and have a good time on stream. Make sure, once again, check out the link in the description for the Discord, the Twitch, aka my live stream. Appreciate all you guys for watching, and all the boys, especially that were here to watch it live. Shout out, you know, Visionary Dragon, Taco Num, the boys, the gang. Love y'all. See y'all later. It's been your boy Heatmyser, aka Brennathan, or the Brenimal. Peace out.